Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem, Israel. Sir, what brings you to Israel?
I'm here in Israel because I love the nation of Israel and I support them with all my heart.
So you are a supporter of the nation of Israel and you are supporting the current government of Israel?
Absolutely.
Now, let me ask you this. What do you think about the rockets that have been fired towards Israel by the Hamas terrorists, Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade, towards Sderot, Ashkelon, and the Negev? What do you think should be done to deter these rocket attacks by these terrorists?
Well, first of all, I think it's very wrong what they're doing. They are the ones who are causing the problems, not Israel. Anytime Israel fires a rocket back, they're trying to defend themselves. They wait and they wait and they wait and they wait. And rockets keep coming from the Gaza Strip, bombing Israeli citizens, and Israeli citizens have great patience. The government has great patience. And finally they say, we've got to do something. And instead of firing on their civilians, they fire only on the military installations. They drop leaflets to warn the people first. And then the people in the Gaza Strip, what they do is they use the civilians, the children, and the older people for human shields. And then when the news reporters come on the scene afterwards, they interview the victims of those who were accidentally killed by the Israelis.
Now, you know that during the Sharon administration, 10,000 Israeli or Jewish families were displaced, and Gush Katif is basically Gaza, part of Gaza, and the terrorists are using basically that area to fire continual rockets towards the Israeli population. Do you think that the Israeli government is doing enough to stop the terrorist attacks by these rockets, or should the Israeli government do even more to just stop the rockets once and for all?
I wish I could give you a direct answer, but I don't know enough of the political situation to say. I'm not there next to Benjamin Netanyahu. I wish I was. I believe he's doing all he can do without causing more problems. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. He has an administration in America that is not that supportive of him, and so it's difficult for him to be able to do what he'd like to do. It's very hard for me to say what all the specifics are, but I think that if they can do more, they should.
I was here when Condoleezza Rice came over to Ramallah, and she spoke to Abu Mazen, the so-called Palestinian leader, and she, by orders of George Bush, came to Ramallah and asked him to hold elections to bring a so-called new government. Yet what happened during the elections, due to the Bush administration pressure, Hamas took over the Gaza Strip. So we are paying, Israel's paying the consequences for the errors of the Bush administration. This is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem, Israel.
Shalom.
Oh, that's